I feel like I've seen that bat mascot before. Ooh, Blizzard worked on this? Heyo, let's go. I mean, my dad's more of a Warcraft guy than I am, but still, you know, Blizzard's pretty cool. Or at least they were until they merged with Activision. Yeah. Hey guys, this is Bumpy Gaming back here once again. And in honor of James Gunn's Superman coming out, we're playing The Death and Return of Superman. Because James Gunn could never make a movie like this. And if you happen to agree with my statement, then I have to say, neither can Zack Snyder. Yeah, I've seen what you people say about DC movies. Metropolis, present day, a peaceful summer evening when suddenly... Uh-oh. A complete power failure! Deep inside the Metropolis power plant, the Underworlders celebrate their takeover. The guy on the left kind of looks like the Thing from Fantastic Four. This looks like a job for... Superman! Wow, I've really perfected that voice, haven't I? Level 1, Siege of the Underworlders. So is Superman... If we're talking about like the Underworld, is Superman already dead by this point, or what's going on here? Yeah, so here we got a beat-em-up game with Superman. Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. You know, I really wanted to play a Superman game this week because of the movie coming out. But the problem is, Superman does not have a lot of good video games. Yeah, because, you know, well, obviously there's like Superman 64, but I thought, you know, that game was like too easy of a target. You know, and then there's like the movie Superman Returns, which, you know, the console games, like the Superman console games that I've played, like, those are fine for what they are, but they just control kind of poorly to the point where I don't really know if I would enjoy playing them in a video. Maybe in a Shovel Warehouse, but I don't know. Like, I feel it would be better for Shovel Warehouse than its own standalone video, you know? Oh, crap. Yeah, I needed something that was more of, like, my speed. I know the Genesis also has a Superman game that's like a 2D platformer. But that one I felt wasn't really giving me enough material to work with. And, like, really, a lot of the other Superman games I had played, or I'd, like, vetted, you know, for videos, they just kind of bored me. Like, I wasn't really getting the amount of material I had wanted out of them. I actually had an entire video, which was going to be me actually playing Superman 64. But then I couldn't even make it, like, 10 minutes into the game. And so I played, like, that Superman Returns, the GBA Superman Returns game, which is, like, some goddamn puzzle thing. But that was, like, really bad. And really, the only reason I had become interested in it to begin with, because I had seen, like, Vinesauce, like, Vinny, play it on one of his GBA trash videos. But, yeah, it's just as boring as I had expected. Yeah, then I tried to play, like, some there was another GBA Superman game. It was adapting, like, the cartoon, I think. But it was, like a 3D, or at least as 3D as you can get on the GBA type of thing. It was just, like, that also was, like, really boring. Yeah, so then I tried, like, Superman, I think it's called, like, Shadow of Arcopolis on PS2 and GameCube. And, you know, it's fine for what it is, but the controls in that were, like, so bad. You know, to the point where I, like, genuinely was not having fun playing it. You know, and the same can be said for, like, Superman Returns on console. It's a better game than Arcopolis, but it still was not that good. Control-wise, at least. Like, I was, like, really struggling. But yeah, no, I actually had an entire video. Like, I even made the video and everything. I recorded it and everything. But I just was not satisfied with it. So I was, like, desperately searching for at least one Superman game I could play. You know, and this is the one that, like, entertained me the most, so here you go. And I was saying, like, the Genesis had its own Superman game, which, it's fine for what it is, but, yeah, I felt I wasn't going to get a lot out of it. I saw, actually, a long play of it I saw a long play of it on fucking YouTube. Like, if you know what you're doing, you can beat the game in like half an hour. You know, given how I play old school games, it'd probably take even maybe slightly longer, or just about the same. Who the hell knows? Okay, I can restore my health. Okay, I will say, I actually do kind of like the designs of the demons. They actually look like they could have been in, like, Doom. Yeah, Igor. That's actually very clever. So he looks like Dracula's assistant, Igor. I think that was Dracula. Or was it Frankenstein? It looks like Igor. Like the Igor character from... Yeah, I think it was Frankenstein, actually. But you call it Igor, which, you know, Igor. You know, the letter I. It's cute, honestly. And what's this fucking gold thing? Tick. Oh, what, like the Tick? Remember that shit? So anyways, I haven't seen the movie yet as of this video going up, or as of me recording for that matter. It's actually not even out when I'm recording this, so if anyone's seen the James Gunn, if anyone who's watching this video has seen the new James Gunn Superman movie, tell me how it is. I mean, I will be going to see it later in the weeks, but, you know, like tell me what you guys think of it. And hey, if you want to dedicate your comment to saying how Zack Snyder is our Lord and Savior, go right ahead. I won't judge, even though I just did at the beginning of the video. But seriously, though, some of you Snyder fanboys need to get a job. All right, now, from this point onward is all stuff I haven't played yet. Yeah, so everything going forward is going to be a new experience for me. Or at least when I say everything, I mean whatever you end up seeing in this video. Yeah, I mean, it's a generic beat 'em up. I mean, yeah, you could argue it's as generic as some of the other games I mentioned, but no, like this one I think legitimately has entertainment. It definitely has more entertainment value compared to everything else I played. Yeah, I mean, you know, you really can't go wrong with a beat 'em up game. You know, but even then, you know, there are better options, like Streets of Rage. You know, Streets of Rage, I'd say, is like the pinnacle of beat 'em ups. You know, the funny thing is, I actually almost considered doing Superman on Genesis, but then I figure, you know, with a game with a title like The Death and Return of Superman, you know, I feel like that'll attract some viewers of the Snyder Dick Rider variety. Ooh. So while we're talking about like Superman media, to anyone, how is My Adventures with Superman? I've been meaning to watch that, specifically so I can simp for the tomboy Lois Lane. But still, I have been wanting to watch that. You know, honestly, when it comes to like DC character, I mean, I'm more of a Marvel guy than a DC guy, but even then, when it comes to DC, when it comes to DC, I've always been more invested in Batman than Superman. I don't know, like his stories, his villains, and all that crap. Like, it just seems way more interesting to me. Superman's still cool though. I just lean more towards Batman. Fuck. No, I think I might even do for this video. Oh, this will be... Like, I just put the name of the game in the video, the Death and Return of Superman, but I put Death and Return in, like, all caps. And it's like, the Death and Return of Superman. But again, I do want to make a joke about, like, Zack Snyder. Or James saying, like, maybe there could be text saying, like, James Gunn could never, or Zack Snyder could never. Some shit like that. Actually, I do want to get some of my health back. Let me... Actually, I can use my... Okay, I did not know I could do that. That is cool. You have to press the Y button on the SNES controller in order to do it. Oh, who's this guy? Okay, Closter. Is he a... He's got to be a character in the comics, right? Right? I mean, he's got to be. Crap. I mean, the movement can be a bit... Like, aiming for your enemies, it can be a little annoying, but that is pretty... I mean, at this point, it's sort of a thing I expect with 2D beat-em-ups. Yeah, and, you know, in some ways, it does kind of add to the appeal. Yeah, this actually does kind of make me want to play Streets of Rage. Or, hey, you know what? If you want to talk, like, beat-em-up games with, like, superheroes in it, Spider-Man Maximum Carnage. That is the shit. That is the fucking shit, dude. Level complete. News flash. A being of unknown origin is heading for Metropolis, destroying everything in its path. Not even the Justice League could stop it. Well, that's why you only need Superman. Oh, God. I thought of, like, the 1966 Batman movie where it's like, Robin's like, Robin says, like, give me the keys to the car or something. And Batman's like, now I see why Superman works alone. Oh, who's this Doomsday guy? Only Superman can save us now. Okay, so is Doomsday gonna be... Oh, wait. I know who Doomsday is. Doomsday Metro. Yeah. If memory serves correct, I believe he was the villain in Batman v Superman. And it's been a while since I've seen that movie, but I've heard people say, like, oh, the way they did Doomsday was, like, so bad. Oh, my God. It's on par with how they handled Galactus in the second 2000s Fantastic Four movie. I don't know. It seems like the best comparison. I need to... Not that I would actually want to rewatch Batman v Superman, but, like... I should at least rewatch that part where they're fighting Doomsday. I mean, it's got to be more entertaining than, like, Batman and Superman becoming friends just because their mother had the same name. It's got to be better than, like, Jesse Eisenberg's entire performance as Lex Luthor. Molotov? What, are we fighting the Russians now? Well, actually, you know what? That doesn't sound completely out of character for Superman. Chainsaw. What kind of shitty parents name their child Chainsaw? Maybe Superman should be bringing them to justice. But seriously though, who was that villain that him and, like, Wonder Woman and all them, like, who were they fighting at the end of Batman v Superman? Was that Doomsday? Or am I thinking of the 2017 Justice League movie? And if I'm not thinking about that, am I thinking of the Snyder Cut? Yeah, it's been a minute since I've seen the DC Extended Universe. And I do not care enough to revisit. Well, except for some movies that I did like. You know, like the first Wonder Woman. And even Wonder Woman 1984, I'd argue, was pretty solid. I mean, yeah, and then Aquaman I thought was pretty good. The Aquaman I thought was pretty good, and Shazam I loved. Yeah, Birds of Prey I also loved. Okay, I did like James Gunn's take on the Suicide Squad. Way better than that piece of shit 2016 movie. Okay, there's Doomsday. And, Black Adam I thought was fine. I didn't like it, but I didn't hate it either. It just kind of exists. Really, the only purpose of the movie is for The Rock to stroke his ego. The hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change. Yeah, and Shazam! Fury of the Gods I also love. I can tell you for sure I love it more than most people probably did. And then The Flash I like in a so bad it's good kind of way. And Blue Beetle I also thought was just whatever. And this is not a movie I like, but Aquaman 2 is also whatever. Yeah, the whole DC universe just ends with, like, Aquaman shouting, "Woohoo!" while Born to Be Wild plays in the background. I can't think of I can't tell whether that's a better or worse. Yeah, I can't decide if that's a better or a worse way to end the. I think you get what I'm trying to say. I can't tell if that's a good or bad way to end the DC Extended Universe. It's like an unimpressive wet fart that's already unimpressive. Yeah, you're creating an unimpressive wet fart after one that's already unimpressive. I don't fucking know anymore. I'm too old to be talking about farts. Yeah, see, like, already I'm getting more entertainment value. I'm already coming up with more shit to talk about. Yeah, see, you see what happens when you make an actually good game here? I actually have things to talk about. Okay, but seriously, like, somebody fill me in. Like, which DC movie was Doomsday the villain of? I know it was one of the Extended Universe ones. I just can't remember if it was Justice League or Batman v Superman. Doomsday just pusses out. It's like he heard me talking about, you know, the DC Extended Universe and got secondhand embarrassment. Which, you know, even that I wouldn't necessarily blame him for. Oh, and I still gotta go after Doomsday, huh? I will say, it is actually kind of neat how you can double jump and that makes Superman fly. Part of me wishes the Genesis game did that. You know, instead of just giving Superman only one jump. Honestly, dare I say, there's even a way you could make this playstyle work in 3D. You know, some of the 6th and 7th gen Superman games could have benefited from it. And actually, you know, I'll be honest with you, as clunky as Superman 64 is, the controls are like, well, aside from some little hiccups here and there, the controls are just, yeah, the controls are actually all right once you get Superman flying. Yeah, maybe I should actually, maybe as like a filler video one week, maybe I'll actually release the Superman video that was originally going to be made. Yeah, then you can see just how fucking bored I am. Crap. The chainsaw is like right there, and I'm not getting hit. Shouldn't your name be Motorcycle and not Chainsaw? Especially if there's like two of you. Especially if there's like two of you with blue hair. Like, yeah, Chainsaw and his brother Motorcycle. Chainsaws and motorcycles go together like apples and oranges. So, when is Superman gonna die? This is a game called The Death and Return of Superman. So, where the hell is the death of Superman? Am I gonna have to rent the movie called The Death of Superman? Shit. Jeez. Crap. Crap. And man, I'm getting it from like all angles. Actually, you know what? Let me do this. There we go. Why didn't I do that earlier when these enemies were crowding me? Damn it. Jeez. There you go. Damn it. Come on. I love doing that attack. It doesn't seem like I can do it for much longer, but please let it be known I love doing this attack. Yeah, I can't just do the punches and swoops and whatever forever. Whatever forever. Whatever forever and never to part. Yeah, see, I just rickrolled you guys with a song that isn't Never Gonna Give You Up. Fun fact, actually, my first exposure to the rickroll meme was actually through the song Together Forever. Okay, I think this is Doomsday. Yep, he's back. In the saggy flesh. Okay, I just really wanted to do that one last time. Wow, Superman's laser eyes really don't do that much damage, huh? Alright, I almost got him. What? Oh. This must be part of the... Okay. Okay, so Superman's actually dead now. I bet all the James Gunn haters will be happy about that. To save the city, Superman gave his all and more. The world will forever mourn this day as the day its greatest hero fell. Who will defend us now? Well, that's why you have Batman. Wonder Woman, I mean, you mentioned the Justice League earlier. Wonder Woman, Cyborg, The Flash, Aquaman. Hell, I bet even Green Lantern could pull a few strings. Newsflash, reports of Superman sightings are pouring in from all over the city. Some folks claim to have seen a Superman that is half man, half machine. Oh. Wonder what we're dealing with here. Others claim to have seen a Superman who is the same, yet somehow changed. Oh, Lex Luthor, what kind of freaky shit are you into? Still others believe they have seen a young Superboy. Okay, now you're just getting ridiculous. So what is this, like Superman into the Superverse? Okay, that's definitely Lex. Finally, we have received eyewitness reports of a man made of steel. Well, that's literally Superman. Who is the real Superman? Well, I don't know. The one who's dead? Level 3, Assault on Cadmus. Oh, okay. We're playing as this guy. All right. All right. I like his play style. I can fuck with it. I'd still like to know which variant of Superman this is, though. Yeah, any diehard Superman fans, please fill me in. Actually, you know what? I'll make a joke here. I can see where Cyborg got his inspiration. Yeah, this is fun. This is fun. Yeah, we may have an actually good Superman game here. I know that's like an extremely low bar, but still. Yeah, I'm legitimately enjoying this. Like, on God. Alright, perfect. Okay, more beat-em-up shit. Defender and Elite. Elite kind of looks like... Oh, that kind of looks like the Wasp from Marvel. And I mean, like, the Wasp from the comics, not necessarily movie Wasp. Like if Wasp wore blue, I imagine that's what she would look like. Oh, you're still alive? Did you just clone yourself? Maybe you know, I hate to think what those Pym particles are truly capable of. You know, if fucking Hope had just cloned herself to take over and have her clones just take over a whole nother universe. Oh God, the fucking imagery. Yeah, you know what would be sick? I actually would not mind a remaster of this game. You know, maybe you could have like more Superman variants, or hell, you know what? Get fucking Crypto the Superdog in it if you want. Or hey, you know what? If you could somehow obtain the rights to Henry Cavill's likeness, why not have Superman with a mustache be in the game? Yeah, I'm really vibing with this. I ain't gonna lie. Don't break my stride, man. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. I'm running and I don't know how. Oh no, I gotta keep on moving. Yeah, why is this so satisfying to do? Like, on God. And I still don't know how I'm picking people up, by the way. It's just sort of happening. Down, down, down. Oh, crap. Damn it. Alright, that's good. Ooh. Wow, the sprite work is like very, very impressive in this game. I've always enjoyed like particularly Super Nintendo sprite work. Like, I have nothing against the Sega Genesis, but I have a feeling that this background wouldn't look nearly as great on that console. The music wouldn't sound as... I tested the Genesis version for a little bit, and the music is... Yeah, that's the sort of a problem I've always had with Genesis music. It kind of grates on my ears a little, whereas I never really get that with Super Nintendo music. Okay, I'm getting kind of sick of... I just want to fight a boss already, honestly. Yeah, you know what? After the boss for this level, I think I'm probably going to call it quits. We don't need to see the other Superman variants. You know, especially if the rest of the game is just going to be a beat 'em up. Come on. Fuck. Oh, I can't do the slam thingy? Well, can I at least do this? Yeah, kinda. Actually, I don't think this Superman once did the slam on the ground shit. If he even can do that. Okay. We are going places. Okay. I got health. I got health. Fuck. No. 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 Let me get it. Let me get it. Let me fucking get it. Let me fucking get it. Come on. Okay, do I have to beat you up first? Okay. Yeah, yeah, that's better. Fuck. Damn it. Come on. Yeah, like the combat's fun and all, but it does get rather boring after. I feel like right here would have been the perfect place to do a boss fight. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm already starting to get critical of the game. But hey, you know, I got farther in this than I did in any of the other games that I played. So that's got to count for something. I just slammed the bitch. Oh wait. Superman symbol. Have to grab it. Crap. Stop it, please. There you go. Boss fight, boss fight, boss fight, boss fight. Oh, come on. Have to fight more of you guys? Okay, yeah, this part just goes on way too long. Come on, I want to get to a boss fight already. Yeah, that's another thing they could fix if they ever do remake this game. If they ever do a remaster of this game, you know, fix some of like maybe shorten some of the levels. That would actually really be nice. Damn it. Damn it. There we go. Boss, boss, boss. Oh, finally a boss. Oh, who's this bitch? Who's this bitch? Actually, no. Let me walk away. Thank you. Sentinel. What, like Sentinel Prime from Transformers 1? You hate miners, don't you? Oh, come on. It's shooting. It's shooting at me. Why is it shooting at me? I feel like Lightning McQueen in Cars 1. Damn it. You know, it shoots so fast, I don't really have enough time to react. God, I knew I should have found a way to fucking rejuvenate my health. Fuck, dude. Like, what is even happening anymore? Damn it. Okay, I have a chance. Kinda. Okay, actually, you know what? New strategy. Fuck, come on. Let me fly. Damn it. Oh, come on. I'm on such little health as it is. Let me breathe, god damn it. Let me fucking breathe, bro. Thank you. Well, kinda. I don't know how much I can really thank you at this point, but... Come on. Let me fucking jump! Come on. Come on! Come on, die, 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 die! Please. Please, I'm on such low... Come on! I'm up in the air. I'm up in the fucking air. Come on. Okay, well, the good thing is there's only one of these shits left. Come on. Work with me, piece of shit. Come on. Finally. And there's Doomsday all chained up. You're not going to do anything freaky with him, are you? Yeah, level complete. Fearing that Doomsday might somehow reawaken, the cyborg hurtles his body into deep space. I knew it was a cyborg. That's how Cyborg... yeah, that's how the DC guy, Cyborg, got his inspiration. Level 4, the last son of Krypton, who we're not going to see because this video is over. Well, actually, we'll take a quick peek. Motherfucker looking like a Cyclops had a baby with Nightcrawler. Anyway, and maybe even a touch of like a gargoyle from the Disney show Gargoyles, if anyone remembers that. Anyways, yeah, that was the Death and Return of Superman for Sega Genesis. Really, really fun game. I mean, a bit repetitive, but yeah, I could see this being a decent time killer. Yeah, and honestly, I needed this after how many god-awful Superman games I had to trudge through. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that Batman had the better batting average of games. So anyways, yeah, until next time, this is Bumpy Gaming going back under the bed. And remember, there are fates worse than death, such as hating James Gunn just because he's not Zack Snyder.